a towering and up against them, young blood from the United States of America.
Oh, pure bad blood.
And now we toss it up to the world-renowned ring announcer, Mr. Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
Todd, I'm going to stay here till the end of the night.
These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Got him with a left jab. Nice counter shot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. There's a catch. Fundora just got rocked. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Catch and shoot. Beautiful counter punch. Threw the hook, didn't land. That counter punch caught him clean. So much hype surrounding this big matchup as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Did you see the nerves on that fight stepping into the ring, Tom? It can tell you so much about a fighter. And they're looking in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is intense.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Oh, Sebastian Fundora is hurt! Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Oh, this is the time that the trainer... On to the second round. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
That jab won't score. That jab misses. Punch, counter punch. They exchange punches. Straight right just misses. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Well done with that counter shot. Straight right just misses. Ooh, a stiff jab. Straight right just misses. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. He is down big time on the score. Let's get it started in round 3. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Good counter punch. Good counter punching. Straight right just misses. Quick punch scores. How about that time counter shot? Fundora just got rocked. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Bing Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
The perfect counter lands. Perfect counter shot. Straight right just misses. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. That bell could not have... Go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He's going to go with more footwork now. What do you think of that strategy? That counter shot lands. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Both trying for a knockout. That hook was off target. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Wasn't ready for that counter punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. And a round that seemed like... And there's the bell for round 5. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Those counter punches have to hurt. The jab not finding its target. The referee will begin the count. 10 seconds to get up. I don't see any movement here. It looks like this one's going to be over. And it's a one-hitter quitter. Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
A big headshot, and he goes down. We have got to see that again in slow motion. Final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. They say no one knows a fighter better than their trainer, and this trainer is certainly considering making. There's the bell for round 6. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
And he scores with the counter. Straight right just misses. Beautiful counter shot. Not a lot of defense here at all. Nice counter. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain.
Straight right just misses. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Oh, Sebastian Fundora is hurt. The game plan does not. And there's the bell for round 7. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Just missed with that jab. Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Now you've got 2 fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Straight right just misses. Nice counter shot. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Nice counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They exchange punches. Now you start wondering how much... And there's the belt for round 8. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
There's a counter shot. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. He knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
This fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Todd, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
Looks like he's leading halfway through this round.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T. Play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
There's a counter shot. Nothing back here in the round. Couldn't land that jab. Nice counter. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Go back to the drawing board time.